What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Card. A couple of interesting things have happened since the last episode. First off, I was looking around for Imakuni, as I tend to do in between episodes, and when I walked in, I believe it was the Psychic Club, I just kind of walked in in the side room, and Ronald was there, and it was like, "Yo, I got 5 medals. Let's fight again soon," or something stupid like that. So that happened, and also as a result from facing Imakuni, I actually got another Articuno. So what I've done to adjust my deck was I just put the other Articuno in. I took both of my Pokemon traders out, and I put in an extra water energy to compensate. I find that I'm not really liking Pokemon Trader in this deck too much. I don't have a whole lot of Pokemon in here, so really there isn't a bad Pokemon in this deck. So I mean, there are situations where I might want one more than another, but there isn't really an opportunity where I get a Pokemon that I can't make use of. And just not having a whole lot of Pokemon in general means that trading one Pokemon for another is it's not really a desirable option. I haven't really come across many situations where Pokemon Trader is actually being useful. So I swapped it out. Now, I'm pretty sure the Fire Club is one of those clubs where you can just go and straight up and duel the leaders, so that's exactly what I plan to do. And Ken has no basic Pokemon. But we do get a little bit of an insight into his deck just by looking at what he does have. Such as Arcanine. Yeah, right, okay. I was thinking, can I look at the playing field, but when you're actually laying down your cards at the beginning of the game, both your active Pokemon and your bench, you actually are not able to see each other's cards. Like, you can see, well, I guess maybe you can't see it all that well, but the cards that you place down at the start are all face down. Your prizes are always face down, but oh geez, it starts off with a Chansey? That's harsh. It's a really good Pokemon to start off with, but yeah. The thing about Chansey is it has 120 HP, which is the most you can possibly have. And it knows Scrunch, which is basically the same thing as Withdraw. Any damage coming in on the next turn is completely nullified. Double Edge is also, well, just kind of bad. But anyways, it's a good deck or a good Pokemon to kind of stall with. So let's use a Pokedex. Put Pokeball up front, and then Bill, and then go like that. And I don't really care what the other ones are because I'm gonna get Bill, I'm gonna use the Pokeball. And it's gonna fail. Okay. So the use to Chansey is largely just in the form of stalling. Which is basically what I use my Lapras for as well. It's just a beefy Pokemon up front that gives you a lot of time to put energy on your bench Pokemon while your opponent is busy killing off your active Pokemon. It doesn't... Okay, he's just getting Scrunch going. So it's not putting energy on to use Double Edge, which is a little bit unfortunate, honestly, but whatever. So he's basically doing the same thing that I am, except, like I said, he's using Scrunch. What I think I'm actually going to do is... That's energy retrieval, not energy removal. I'm going to use Confuse Ray. It seems like a good solution to this problem. On one hand, Confuse Ray, even if Scrunch had been successful, Confuse Ray you can still confuse your enemy even if it doesn't do any damage. But also, if he's gonna stall, then I might as well add an extra step to the process that he has to do. So, for Scrunch to work, he has to pass a confusion check. This Arcanine might be problematic, though it only has 100 HP, so shouldn't be too bad. If I could get my Dugong up and running. Where was I? So the words, the confusion means that he has to pass a confusion check for Scrunch to work. So that means that there's two possible spots where Scrunch can fail, both in the confusion check and in the Scrunch check. And it also means that if Scrunch does fail, the confusion check specifically, then Chansey takes damage. Of course, it seems like he's actually kind of... Do I not have a Dugong? I could have sworn I had a Dugong. That's unfortunate. But yeah, it seems like he's not actually trying for the confusion check. He's just foregoing that, which is probably smart. I would probably do the same thing. So use a computer check, which I don't think I've used on screen before, but it basically lets you discard 2 cards and search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. So that got me my Dugong, which should work out in my favor quite well, actually. Oh, now it's gonna use Double Edge? And it's gonna fail. Okay. Oh man, this Chansey is funny. Because Double Edge would kill it. I'm gonna remove an energy from that Arcanine. Maybe I should just remove it from the Chansey? Because, I don't know, I guess in the end of the day I don't really care all that much if my Lapras ends up dying. It's just a stall tactic to use Lapras anyways. And now it's my turn, and you know, despite putting more energy in my deck, I'm really not getting a whole lot of it. Like this. And now I can kill this Arcanine in one go. One go. Yes, one go. So if the Chansey was a bit problematic, but another one? Good lord. Well, I'm gonna start powering up Articuno. Oh, right. I don't have a Blastoise active. Well, let's just evolve the stupid Squirtle. So Jigglypuff is dead, just straight off. Did he not even use, like... Should that Jigglypuff not have known Sing or something? Can I look at his discard pile? Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the... Okay, this Jigglypuff knows First Aid. That's the promotional Jigglypuff. Okay. I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm actually gonna use Ice Beam. The paralysis check means that, well, obviously, a paralyzed Chansey can't use Scrunch. So, it seems an attractive option to me. And start powering up this Articuno. Let's use Ice Beam again. Nice. It's a little bit slower in the long run, but it's increasing my chances of him not using Scrunch. Oh, I meant to use Ice Beam again. I'm just on, like, autopilot here. I guess he doesn't have another energy to put down. That's fine by me. Let's actually use energy retrieval. Discard this Wartortle. We'll get to take 2 energies out of our discard pile. Which is handy, especially in a deck like this where you can go through energy really quickly. Even though I don't actually have a Blastoise to use Rain Dance with at this point. do. Yay! Wait, what am I? I'm looking for another dugong, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Not that it really matters all that much at this point. He's got a lot of dangerous stuff in his deck that he can do, but it seems like he just has a really hard time kind of powering up to do it. I mean, obviously having Chanseys around to power up with, to like stall to while you power up it's a pretty good tactic, but he just doesn't execute it very well. Well, there's a Blastoise. Did he just put this Jigglypuff out and then immediately retreat it? That's somewhat strange. I figured I might as well try Ice Beam to try and paralyze this guy, considering 2 Ice Beams kills him just as quickly as 2 Aurora Beams. But I guess in the end he doesn't have any energy, so it doesn't much matter. And even with the potion, Aurora Beam still does enough damage to take him out. So that was a pretty long match, but not necessarily a hard one? I guess there's the potential for it to be tricky. He had exactly 1 threatening Pokemon the entire match, and I killed it in 1 shot, so... Ooh, another Articuno. Wow, that's lucky. And an Alakazam. It's an interesting card. It actually... Alakazam actually works really well together with Chansey, because he has a Pokemon power called Damage Swap, which lets you move any of your damage around any of your Pokemon. So move your Pokemon to another, as long as... yeah. So basically, if you... kind of a staple of stall decks is Chanseys and Alakazams. The point of a stall deck is to make your opponent run out of cards, basically. So just stay alive until they run out of cards. It's actually probably the best counter to a deck like a really good Rain Dance deck like I have, just because well, I don't have a really good one, but like the foundation of a Rain Dance deck is having a lot of like Bills and Professor Oaks and stuff to cycle through your cards really quickly and get all the energy you need. And stall deck really counters that pretty well. But the idea with the stall deck is you have a lot of high energy or high health Pokemon and some stuff with damage reduction and stuff like the Clefairy did, or Chansey rather. I've got Chansey. I didn't know that. So stuff like Scrunch, and then you use the Alakazam to damage swap stuff, all the damage around to stuff on your bench, and so on and so forth. So that's how that works. Oh, and I gotta fight Ronald again. Good for you. Why is your rival always 1 step ahead of you despite being terrible? Well, whatever the case may be, I saved before this, so that's cool. And I guess we're gonna face Ronald on the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Card. Catch you later.